Uh, Good morning. Good morning, Rangers. It's cold here in Plains, Texas. That's where I am right now. This is April the 20, or scratch that. April? Yeah, April the 6th. April the 6th, I think. 2025 at 6:55 a.m. approx, and it's 30 degrees outside. I don't think there's any wind blowing, or I can't tell. And but yesterday when I got here, it was blowing snow. Get out of here! I'm trying to hook up, but all I did was just hook up the electric and the water. Come inside, turn the heater on, and in a little while it was just warm as toast. So that's good. We'll do an abbreviated comment call this morning because the upload speeds are not all that good. But be that as it may, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow, right now, and right now went right on by. Yeah, get busy doing something, or whatever you want to do. And what else? Never worry about what you cannot change. And there's a lot of that in the world, babe. But what else? Today we're going to go from Plains to Carrizozo go through Roswell, and I'll go out to a Walmart there and gas up and do some grocery shopping and head on out to, it'll be cold today in Carrizozo. Well, the high is going to be in the middle 50s. The low is going to be probably around 20. And so I'm not going to hook up the water until tomorrow. And I've got plenty, or I'm going to add some to my fresh tank so I can get by a day without it. And then tomorrow it warms up into the 70s and 50s, what it shows. And we're good to go, but we'll see. But anyway, one day at a time. So yeah, my breakfast is right there. I did use the Cosori. This is my water boiler right here. It's got an electric thing that you set it down on and it boils the water. Works great. Yeah, I got my tea steeping there and my oatmeal over there with my chia seeds and flaxseed powder and blueberries and stuff. And then I'll add some yogurt and we're good to go for that. But what else? Yeah, it's 650 miles from uh, Corsicana, Texas to Carrizozo, New Mexico, and I've divided it into three parts. I've gone a little over 200 miles a day, about 5 hours driving for me, and this will be the third leg of the stool, and we'll be in Carrizozo today. But yeah, it's a long way, long drive, man. To me, it is anyway. But anyway, the E4 Mafia says, could you be a little more impatient? And how many weeks before you're going to sell this? None of your business, E4. If you don't like it, you go to another channel. Cindy, and I get so tired of dumb comments like that, I just don't know what to say. Cindy in Arizona, no swivel seats? No, obviously not. Ralph P., good morning, Rusty and Rangers. Congratulations on the new casita. Thank you. Yeah, it's very nice. I enjoyed it. The bed makes the casita for me this time. No kidding. And this is Matilda and the goat right over there. And no, it's good. And I found out I can change out that shower head. So I'm going to order one from Amazon to replace the one in there. That'll take care of that issue. And as far as the thing for the air conditioner, I'm getting better at it. You know, I can switch it from heat to cool and all that stuff. So yeah, we're learning. And this is Bad Driver. Looks awesome, Rusty. Happy zozoing in that. Yeah, we're zozoing all right. We're headed that way. Kivi, or KIVIE 13. I really liked when you had your other casita with your property in Kingsland. It seems like a real good fit. Looking forward to seeing you in the new casita. Yeah, we're yeah, that way. See, this way I can just hook up and go anytime I want to, whether I'm in Texas or New Mexico. And Sue Martinez says, hot dog. That's the way I feel. Hot dog, you know? Yeah, I'm tickled. Yeah, I'm good. This is Markers, something nice. Yeah, the casita. Pavo fan, party on, Rusty. Yeah, I've gotten so many comments lately that I can't keep up with them. So I do the best I can. If I miss your comment, either shoot me an email, or if it's something you really want to know, then leave the same comment again. I'll try to get to it. Paul S., Rusty, I believe the other day you said it's been 6 years since you were in your old casita. Man, I don't believe it. Where does the time go? Well, that's why I keep saying every morning to This is the first day of the rest of your life because it's passing, man, and it passes quick. You don't realize it. John Johnson, or yeah, Johnson, hoping the new Ford and Casita treats you well. Been watching a long time and admire your ability to continue to innovate and adapt to what you want out of life. Well, yeah, because you got to be realistic. I'm 79, be 80 years old real soon, and anyway, but yeah, just one day at a time. And yeah, this I have to say this: the Ford Maverick paired with a Casita is a perfect pairing. Yeah, about 2,900 pounds in the Casita, total weight. I'm getting on my first leg, 200 miles, I was getting 17.2 miles per gallon. And on the second leg, I got 18.2. And so I'm doing it manually. I'm not looking at the gauge on the car. I'm doing it manually, and we'll see what the third is, and I'll average those out. But I imagine we're going to be somewhere around 17 and a half in that range for gas mileage, which is super. And it's about 58 miles an hour. And on and on we go. It tows great. No this, all good. Text Baz, Rusty, check your blue bag for documentation on the thermostat to see if it might be Bluetooth. Okay, it may be. I don't think it is, but I'll check. Garrick Hing or something. Cool setup. Yeah, it is. And, the good thing about it, whenever they set it up for you at Casita, they get the units level so that, you're not going down the road like this or that or whatever. And so if your unit's level when you're towing, then when you pull into a level site, you don't have to do anything if you're just going to be there overnight. Anyway, William Sawyer, cool, yeah. Pat Fisher, nicely built, it seems, live well. Yeah, it's good. And for I realized, the price, even with the discount, the sale they had out the door with taxes and everything, is going to knock a hole in $30,000. Not bad for the prices of other units today compared to. Shiloh Nanny, full circle. When I first started watching you, you got a Casita right before COVID. How many RVs have you swapped out since then? I don't know. And then Louis Paparo's. Oh, I've had several, but I'm just living my life. You guys don't worry about me. What are you doing? That's what you need to think about. I'm just doing me, man. And you should be doing you. This is Scooch. I want to be on the list when you sell this in 3 months. Well, you can be on the list till whenever I sell it, but if I do sell it, I imagine I'll end up just giving it to my son. Why? You're going to get it anyway. Tom BKK, wow, Rusty, what a setup. I like both the new truck and the trailer. Let the adventures begin. Yeah, well, they've already begun, and I've towed it already 400 miles. And yeah, we're in good stead. Yeah, I'm glad I got the high lift kit. The high lift thing, it adds 4 inches. Why? Because you go in and out of gas stations, you don't have to worry about dragging off your stabilizer jacks. That was one of the things I was concerned about before, and that's why I took them off, because I did drag them a couple of times, but on the high lift, not. This is KC, I guess, or XC. Why no swivel seats? They take up too much space. And you don't have any storage. These have storage underneath, which comes in very handy. Even though I don't use all the storage available, it may come in handy in the future. Monza something. Great trailer. What's the upside of not having the bathroom window? Seems like the additional ventilation would be a plus. The bathroom window didn't work worth the crap. The handle kept coming off the glass, and you had to slide it down. You had to push it down. And besides that, you don't need it in there anyway. It doesn't do anything. If you have the door open when you're taking a shower, if it gets a little steamy in there, there's a vent at the top, a fan, and it just sucks everything out. So no, I didn't need it. I didn't need the sink in there either. I got a sink right here. It's just one person, me. Hello, Mop Jockey. Congrats, Rusty. You're living my dream. Interesting. Good luck and safe travels, my friend. Yeah, we're doing great, guys. This is Harlow. Perfect. I agree. Timmy Kramer. I love how you stay on the go. Well, that's my life. See, I've just gotten in that mode over the years. A lot of people don't do what I do, and that's the way life is. But you know, I've gotten used to it. It's addictive, and I enjoy it. I like driving down the highway and seeing different scenery. I like going to different places, even though I go to the same places a lot, like Carrizozo and Fort Clark Springs. But in between, I can do some traveling and stuff. Gregory Hodge says, "Did you delete the bathroom?" No, I did not. I have a full bath, a shower. Yeah, it's a semi-wet thing. You don't have to straddle the toilet or anything. You got a regular little shower, and then off to the side's a regular little toilet. Uh, Three more. Little Kittle, congratulations on your new casita. I remember when you lived in one on your land in Burnett. Looking forward to some great road trips with you. Stay safe, and have lots of fun. Yeah, I hope to. Dot, that looks like you are going back in time when you had the same one years ago. You should have got a truck camper. You haven't got one of those yet. Yeah, I did. I had a truck. Oh, you mean the regular big old thing? No, I looked into that though. 2016 RC says, congratulations, Rusty. Enjoy your adventures. Well, thank you very much. This is Peggy Pros. Yay, Rusty. And then Winston Patton, you did good. That's really a nice rig. Thank all of you very much for your comments. Enjoy your Sunday, April the 6th, 2025. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, and enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on, adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha, until the next video. And then tomorrow morning, we'll be coming to you from Carrizozo, and hopefully I'll have a better internet connection, and on we go. Adios, amigos. Enjoy. Bye-bye.